Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Mets going up against the New York Yankees. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shammy. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
And the series started out like you might expect, the home side taking care of business in game 1. But this game today is going to reveal a lot about what this series will become. Will it be a battle for 6 or 7 games, or will it be a walkover? Those are the questions that we start getting more clarity on after game 2.
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one, Chris. This should be fun. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Roger Clemens.
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
So just about set. Now it's the right fielder, Tino Perez.
Leading off tonight for the Mets, the right fielder, number 6.
A wind and a pitch. And a foul ball.
First pitch, 7-0.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Justice makes the catch, and there's one down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Next offering is fouled back. No score, just getting started, top of the first. Next offering upstairs. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
And he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Mike Piazza. This guy has turned into a beast. In there, and it's 0-1. 0-1's the count. Called strike right there.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Next offering is fouled back. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. This is the Subway Series on the show. Bottom of the first. Today's starting pitcher, Mike Hampton. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Bottom of the first. Leading off, Chuck Nobles.
Leading off for the Yankees, the designated
Here comes a
hitter,
pitch.
Chuck Nobles.
Good eye right there. That misses the zone. Now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. On the ground to the left. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Patton settles under it and makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
David Justice takes a ball here as he stands in now. And the 1-0. That's out to center field. Patton going back some more. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Back here at the ballpark, new inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Robin Vento.
The third baseman.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And he takes a strike. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And the righty deals. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Yet he beats the throw. He's safe.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man at first with one gone. And next for the Mets, number 50. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up. Vizcaíno makes his way towards it. Calls it in, 2 away. And now the Mets DH, Lenny Harris. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On the run, sends it over to first. And that'll do it. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Yankees, Bernie Williams.
For the Yankees, the center
line of the pitch.
Bernie Williams.
Check swing. He went 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And now the lefty stays alive. Got him looking. One down. Next to hit, Tino Martinez. Good contact guy, good defender.
Martinez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's downstairs and outside.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
2-0. That's towards center. Patton brings it in. 2 away now.
Batting 6. The catcher, Jorge.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Number 50 settles under this one. And that is that. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back. Here's the center fielder, Jay Patton.
Leading off for
The
the
pitch.
The center fielder.
That one out to right. O'Neill glides to his left. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 9. The shortstop, Mike Burkett.
And next for the Mets, Mike Burkett. First pitch just misses. Kicks and fires. Foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Late swing fouled off. Top of the third, no score. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 gone.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Perez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty on this swing. 0-2 now.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And the 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we are still scoreless. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, Paul O'Neill.
Leading off for the Yankees,
Hampton
the
back
right
to
fielder,
work.
Paul.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and deals. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Down to third baseman, Scott Burris.
Batting 8, the third baseman,
First pitch is in the dirt.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0. And a pitch. And it's fouled away. Next pitch misses outside, and that's ball 3.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
High fly ball out to center field. Patton has this one sized up, makes the grab, one away.
Batting none. The second baseman.
So up next, Jose Vizcaino. The switch hitter batting right. Bounced out to short. Sends it across to first, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter, Chuck.
At the plate, Chuck Nobles. First time up, he grounded to third. Hopped up. Burkett moving under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. On to the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Edgardo Alfonso. That's in for a strike.
Edgardo Alfonso.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Stays alive. The pitch. And down on strikes. And 1 away.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Mike Piazza. He swings and fouls one off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And a foul ball. 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. That's his second strikeout.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Vento, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Comebacker to the mound. Jeter picks it up on the run. Throw to first. Out number 3. Mets go down quickly. They trail here 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom 4. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1 there. And he deals. They say you win. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
David Justice stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
Well, that curveball right there stayed up in the zone. And if it's going to be effective, he's going to have to finish the pitch, tease the strike zone, and get it down. Otherwise, it's going to eventually get hit really hard somewhere.
Look out. That fastball drilled him.
Well, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch. But instead of fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
Williams now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Hit on the ground, might be two. Fired to second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. We played 4. Yankees 1 and the Mets nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the first baseman, Todd Zinn.
The first baseman, Todd.
The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The pitch. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7. Number 50 up now for the Mets.
Number 50.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hawaii to kick the pitch. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hawaii to the pitch. This one popped up. Vizcaino gets under it, puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the DH, Lenny Harris. Grounded out his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball there.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Left-hand batter waits. That one the other way. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. There. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's a big power threat. Tino Martinez.
For the Yankees.
And a pitch.
The first baseman, Tino.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. Now throws on the brakes, and he's safe getting back.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a change up and a pretty good one, too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul O'Neill. Hard hit, right side. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Scott Burris stepping in now for the Yankees. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Posada takes his lead at 3rd with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
The batter, number 13.
Jose Vizcaino stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 so far. Up the middle. Burkett handles. They limit the damage here. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back. And now the center fielder, Jay Patton.
Leading off for the Mets.
And the pitch.
The center fielder, Jay Patton.
And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Patton checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Kelly. And a swing and a miss. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
The shortstop, Mike Burkett.
Burkett batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. One guy that was really great once the count got to 2 strikes, Miguel Cabrera.
Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers. Swing and a ball popped up. Vizcaino on his way over. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
The right fielder, number 6.
Tino Perez up now for the Mets. In there for strike 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Next one misses, and it's 1-2. Here comes a pitch. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Slapped foul. Fouled off. He was late. And the righty deals. That one not close. And the count is even, 2-2. 2 outs. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Posada makes the catch, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Mets. And they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Chuck Nobles.
For the Yankees, the designated
The wind of the pitch.
Chuck Nobles.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is fouled back. This to center field. That'll drop in as he plays it on a hop.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And the next pitch is way outside.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or a run and hit.
Nobles gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
David Justice, the next to hit. This one high in the air to left center. Makes a nice running catch. 2 down. And now, Bernie Williams. Hampton picks over. Nobles dives back in safely. They say it went.
Several 0-2 counts in this one. This guy out there has just been attacking the hitters. Really good job so far.
And now the 0-1. Now 1-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And here it comes. Oh, that got him as well. The third batter he's hit with a pitch.
Well, that kind of hurts because it puts a runner in scoring position with 2 away. But it's all about turning the page right here. You've got to shake it off and figure out a way to get that last out.
Out to short. Burkett collects it. And that will end the inning. The Yankees strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark. And the batter now, Edgardo Alfonso.
The second baseman, Edgardo Alfonso.
Clemens back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And that's through there for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. The pitch. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Piazza in the box again, takes the strike. Bounce to the left side. Whips it across. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next pitch is popped up. Posada makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 2-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Jorge Posada.
The catcher, Jorge.
And the pitch. And a rope into center field, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
So digging in, Paul O'Neill. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Well struck right field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Oh, the throw is wild.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's the third baseman, Scott Burris. This one in the dirt, but no advance. That's ball one. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Turner, Wellington getting ready to go. White getting cranked up as well. The pitch. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2 balls, no strikes.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. Posada over at first with 1 away. And a pitch. Upstairs.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Line drive, caught.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jose Vizcaíno.
Jose Vizcaíno stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and deals.
2-0.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Next offering is down low.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
3-0 down. And fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. The Yanks lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeff Nelson. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Todd Zinn up now for the Mets. The pitch.
Leading off for the Mets.
There's a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That smash towards center. Williams right there to make the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 50.
Now the left fielder, number 50. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1,
The pitch. And that's outside. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Next offering is fouled back. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 down.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. O'Neill makes the catch, and that'll do it. Mets go down quickly. They trail things here 2-0. Rick White takes over on the mound. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
51.
And stepping in is the speedy Chuck Nobles. 1 for 3.
Leading off for the
A
Yankees,
wind in the pitch.
the designated hitter.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. The next pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Line to left. And it goes just foul. Next one in the dirt. That's to third. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek.
And the batter now, Derek Jeter. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, and at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
On the ground, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
All over that one right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now David Justice for the 4th time tonight. Quickly to second for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets nothing. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Mariano Rivera. And he'll work on holding this lead. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jay Patton.
Leading off
The pitch.
the center field.
And a bunt towards third. And foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 2. And he deals. Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Mike Burkett. Hit hard on the ground is short. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
Here's the Mets leadoff man, Tino Perez. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Now he breaks his bat. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees get it done at home, taking games 1 and 2 of the series.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game. And for these guys, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.